You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's WWE NXT After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE NXT After Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another AfterBuzz TV's NXT After Show. And I'm Cathy Kelley. This is Wonderwall playing a little throwback for you today.
This is not
What is
Wonderwall.
it? Wait.
6.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh, Steven! You fooled me! What the?
I like this. This is
I
good.
still like this song. We were rocking out to some 90s before the show. Across from me,
You're spitting them sweet rhymes.
Yeah.
Spitting them rhymes.
Well, Jay-Z before
just
the show.
hearing Cathy Kelley say "motherfucker" is one of the funniest things on the planet Earth.
I
When
don't
is the
say
album
those
coming out?
words. I
When
don't
is the
say
album
those
coming out?
words.
Really, Hobo, within 2 minutes, you've said the
I
F-bomb.
figured we'd tear off the Band-Aid just to start
Explicit.
off, you know?
was a kid's
Across
show.
from me, True Hobo.
Oh, I'm always a dirty player. But I get the
Saying
gold,
the
and that's
bad
what
words.
matters.
And sitting next to him, Mark Donica.
You can take me home to your mom.
Somebody wants to take you home to Louisiana.
Hey, free gumbo.
Free
What was
gumbo.
Yeah, one of our viewers wants to give us free gumbo. If he thinks I'm a cutie patootie,
Things are always better when they're free.
right?
Free
So-
gumbo. Free Louisiana, New Orleans style gumbo.
Yeah. What's
You
better
can't
than
put a
gumbo?
price on it.
Free gumbo. That's the answer.
I was gonna say YOLO, but I think you won.
Okay.
Sense make.
Yep.
What'd you guys think of tonight's episode?
Was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, not a whole lot of notes. I mean, it
No,
was,
I'm bummed I missed last week because there was so much action. I think you guys had 6 matches and
We
so
had
many
6.
backstage segments. There was a ton to talk about.
it's a lot popping.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot going on.
Yeah.
It was weird that last week we got 2 backstage segments with each of the divas for the female wrestlers because it's the women's championship.
Women's.
We got only 1 set with Alicia Fox and Alexa Bliss. We didn't get one for Emma and Charlotte,
Yeah.
just because it
Alexa.
started with Alexa Bliss.
So we call them the women of NXT, but I believe on the website they just released a photo shoot today where they called them the NXT Divas.
Oh,
So confusing.
I don't know, man. It's just there's a weird double standard going on sort of within the company. I mean, the Divas champion per the company is the anti-diva.
I know.
So technically, we have a women's wrestler is the Divas champion, and everything gets really weird from there.
WWE has never been good with semantics.
No.
Never been a strong suit.
The Beyonce quote that Renee should have used tonight was, "I'm a diva. I'm a diva." That
No, I
one.
agree. I'll give that to you.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Which one did she use? I
I
don't even
don't remember.
remember.
I
I
don't
just remember
remember.
hearing Beyonce on
I'm-
commentary, and
I'm
I
just-
Beyonce
loved
once
it.
said,
Renee killed it on
Yeah.
commentary. Every time she's been on like 1 match or 2 match, they announced tonight that she's
She's
permanently
officially, yes.
a member of the NXT.
Congrats to
Yeah.
her. That's a huge accomplishment, being a woman in this industry,
Mm-hmm.
especially.
Why did it take so long? I wonder. I mean, she's been doing steadily a better job, a more.
I think they didn't want to set her up to fail, and clearly that's a hard job to do. So they wanted to make sure she was capable of it. Clearly she is.
Didn't want to give
and
her too
then-
much too soon.
Yeah, I think that they were working out the teams of commentators too. It seems like they're finally set in. They have 2 teams. This one tonight being Rich Brennan, who is relatively new, Renee Young, and the artist formerly known as Prince Albert,
Yep, that's it.
Jason
You got
Albert.
it.
Nailed it.
So
Nice work.
the wrestler formerly Prince Albert,
Sports entertainer.
sports entertainer.
Thank you.
Fine.
Whatever.
Again, semantics.
Yes.
Fine.
But Renee, every time she has been just in 1 match or 2 match, has just blown everybody away. in her ability, and tonight she just shined.
And I think that it was a good way to introduce her, just starting her off on the women's matches down at NXT and then gradually bringing her in for other matches. And then finally, I mean, yeah, she did a great job tonight. And I think that it also, as much as I love her and Regal on the same panel, I think that it helps her being on her own, because some of the time it seemed to be like them just talking about... A little
distracting.
Yeah, they were flirting a lot, and it wasn't... I don't know, it took away from the matches.
Yeah, like tonight she had a lot of...
She was very professional.
She was very professional, but
funny.
she was also... she was very funny and showed that she can really stand out and doesn't need anybody else to...
She did her duties, and I think I'd be looking forward to see her working with other people in the announce team.
Yeah.
Who would you want to see her work with?
Gosh, I don't know. It's a pretty good question.
I mean, it seems like they're grooming her for eventually, potentially being a commentator on one of the main roster shows.
Well, if the rumors, like there are rumors about WWE Network shows all the time, and there was one of a just Divas show, or if it was just like a fan thing, just have a Divas show, then she could easily be the lead on that, or on any other show aside from Main Event and Superstars that they add on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be easy for her to be the head.
I cut you off on who you thought you were gonna...
I really had no clue.
Okay.
I had nowhere to go with that, so you cut me off, and coming back to it's made it very awkward. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, she does do the JBL and Cole show, so maybe
Maybe there's something there. Maybe they'll just start putting her in slowly on SmackDown, maybe just for the women's matches like we've seen on NXT, and then slowly but surely adding a little bit more and more until she's a regular member of the panel. That's definitely possible.
Do you think that's the right place for her, or do you prefer her doing backstage segments?
I think she excels at both.
Yeah.
But it depends, because for the backstage segments, she doesn't really get to show her personality that much. Like she is a good interviewer, and she's great on the JBL and Cole show because that's where she gets to show her personality while being an interviewer. But I'd say as an announcer, she really gets to be put into her own.
She'd be a trailblazer. That's for
Very
an
much so,
absolute
too.
sure, because we've had women backstage doing the interview segments for I'm not even sure how long now, but to have a woman announcer, she'd be a first as far as I can think.
Yeah.
At least for the WWE, that is for certain.
It also, I don't know what it is about having a woman as a commentator, but I feel like I'm more prone to listen because whether it's just differentiating easier between the voices or something, I don't know, something's different about it where
I can see that.
it holds my attention longer.
On the old NXT lineups, there would be times where we'd be like, who is that? And we wouldn't really know until they showed
didn't really care.
who it was. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like luckily they've been starting out the shows with who's on commentary, which is nice, so you get to associate a voice to a face. But even back when they did do that, we still didn't know who was talking in between Todd Phillips, Byron Saxton, and Alex Riley. But you had to learn what people sounded like. But with Renee, you immediately know that's Renee.
Yeah. I do like having more consistency, though. I'm glad that they're going to, it seems like for the foreseeable future, they're having these two panels, and that's what they're going to stick to.
I wonder how it will be for TakeOver.
Who's going
That's a
to be
good
on
question.
the panel?
They may mix it up. I don't.
Or maybe have 4.
Maybe. I mean, you've done 4 before.
Is that, well, yeah.
That's what they've been doing whenever they, had Renee on the panel before, is they would have 4 people.
True. That was only for those single matches.
What did they do for Arrival? They had...
Well, Renee was doing all of the backstage stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So they had 3, and then Renee was backstage.
Well, we shall see.
Well.
We'll have to wait until May 29th.
Oh, what a wait!
Yeah, it's really far away.
3 weeks.
That's far away. That's why I said it.
Well,
Fine.
we have been talking about the commentators for a very long time
I
in our
can talk
after
about
show.
Renee for the rest of the
I
evening.
know, we could. But let's talk about the NXT Women's Championship tourney, because we had our first couple matches last week. Sasha and Natalya advanced to the next round, but this week we had Emma versus Charlotte in the first women's match. The Venema, is that what they're calling
Venema.
it?
Yeah.
Her
Venom
version, the Lady
Ma.
Snake.
The Lady Snake.
Yes.
Female Cobra.
She ended up knocking
You gotta pay extra for
Sasha
that, usually.
off the apron with Venema. And then Charlotte capitalized on Emma being distracted and did the Charlotte's Web for the win.
Whatever happened, they didn't go back to it because whatever happened didn't happen, and I don't know why.
But they still called it the Charlotte's Web.
There was nothing to call.
No, it was a roll-up. It was just a roll-up.
It was a roll-up, and then she did like a back bridge over it. There was nothing.
Yeah.
What do you want to see as her finisher?
I mean, everybody wants to see the figure 4, but I think, and she does the figure 4 neck lock.
Yeah.
So we still get that.
But it's not a finisher, obviously,
No, it's
because she
not.
did it twice in this match.
In terms of a finisher, I mean that she's been doing that front flip, neck breaker.
Yeah.
True.
So
yeah, she's been doing that.
I don't know where you get Charlotte's Web out of that, just because her name is Charlotte, but.
Should we talk about the photo shoot? Because Charlotte looked like a smoke show in that. I mean, like, all the girls look good, but she looked really good.
show?
Yeah, smoke show.
Smoke show?
Like you couldn't believe your
Yeah.
eyes. It was kind of hazy.
Like-
I actually have no idea what she was saying.
I followed the logic, but where
Smoke
did
show.
you get that from?
That's a term.
from
Is that a colloquialism?
where?
Look at the internet. Like, it's.
Is that the problem? I've traveled the entire United States from the East Coast to the West Coast, but I'm not on the internet really, so I don't know what language is.
I'm
Smoke
literally
show.
looking at the internet.
I'm on Cathy's side on this one.
Smoke show.
Okay,
What?
all right, fine.
If it's not a term, make it happen.
You damn sellout.
Hashtag smoke,
Smoke show Sunday.
No, there's
That's
nothing
the third
Sunday.
show. That's the third show, is NXT Smoke Show.
Smoke show.
But no, it was her, Sasha,
It was a
and
little weird to
Bayley.
have Bailey in the pictures with the BFFs,
But in terms of them being together, it was kind of significant as they're really like the mortar that the new generation is stepping up to. So
Bailey had let her hair down.
it was weird. It was like, oh, that's Bailey. Oh, that's Bailey. Holy crap!
She's
Oh,
hot
it's
too,
Bailey.
yeah.
Well, no, it was just weird seeing her hair down.
Yeah.
But it was a very nice, classy, appropriate poolside.
It was cute,
It was
but still
upbeat.
sexy.
I mean,
yeah.
it was summery. It was kind of upbeat, you know. There wasn't
lacking summer.
lacking summer.
So that one photo of Charlotte really made her look like
Summer.
just
I thought it
because
was summer
just
at
because
first, yeah.
It was just that right angle.
Legs.
It was weird.
Legs, that's all
Yeah,
it
legs.
was. But yeah, there were also a couple NXT girls that we haven't necessarily seen on the tapings yet. We know that they're down there, but they were featured as well.
So that's why I was hoping this tournament would be able to let in some of those girls who we
Alexa
haven't
Bliss.
seen before.
That's it.
Being the only one.
No, I know.
But I thought maybe the tournament would let some of those girls in because we see that they're there.
Who are the girls?
Are
There's
there.
what's her name?
You write it down.
There's Veronica Lane. I know she's one of them. Something Sky, maybe? I don't know.
I mean,
I'll look it up.
this guy's a popular
I'm
surname.
terrible with names.
Yeah, there was just a lot of faces that we didn't see with like, oh look, it's that person. Who's
Yeah.
that person? I agree with Hobo that if this is the time to be showing that talent.
They have the talent. They should have let the talent on instead of having main roster girls come back down and fight for a title that is not rightly theirs.
Yeah, especially if they made. I mean, again, like we said it last week too. Especially making the huge deal like you can't, Paige, you can't defend both these titles. You're going to be defending the Divas Championship all around the world. And the women who are in the NXT women's title picture aren't going to be like chasing her around the world for that. Especially, I mean, Alicia Fox has fought Paige like 2-3 times on the main roster now.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
I mean, their logic is hurting them, or lack of logic, because there really isn't any. This whole thing is I'm not a fan. We've gotten some good matches. We got a good match, a couple good matches tonight. We got to see Alexa Bliss
I
for the
would
first
say-
time, and it was worth it.
The reason why those girls haven't necessarily debuted yet is because they are in that crop that just started wrestling a year ago. So they don't want them to debut before they're ready. And
But they're pushing
I think that
the hell out of Charlotte.
there are so many girls who are on the main roster who aren't getting time, like Alicia Fox. She really hasn't. I mean, she's had some matches recently, but she hasn't had that much time to shine. So I
So
understand.
this is to make up for the lack of television time, is to put her on TV down in NXT.
But honestly, I feel like it does help with the crossover. There are fans who know her from being on Raw,
Do you know what
and
would really
they're
help
going to
with the
start watching.
crossover?
What?
Agree.
Having
Paige is champion!
I know. We can't always have what we want, though.
Sometimes
is
we get what
tough.
we need,
Life is
which
tough.
is, I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, so Kendall Sky was one of the girls and Veronica Lane. I think the rest of them we've seen. There's Eden, who does the ring announcing, and then Devin was there as well. And then, of course, the girls that we're familiar with, the BFFs and Bailey and Emma, Paige,
Lana.
yeah. So they're all there. But the match tonight, Charlotte gets the win, advances to the semifinals. And
There we go.
Yep, that's about it.
yeah.
I liked Emma. I mean, Emma has a fun, unique offense, and
It's tricky. It's
Yeah.
a tricky offense.
And there was something that she did up front where she whipped Charlotte into the ropes and then got up right up behind her and got down on her hands and knees. And
No,
Charlotte
it was a bypass. She
Is that
didn't
what it
whip
was?
her. Charlotte came charging at her. She just bypassed her and went down and tripped her.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Were you surprised that Emma didn't win?
No, not at all.
Okay. Okay.
That's
I'm surprised and disappointed. I guess are two different things.
Okay. Well, she's on the main roster, so
Right.
if she
yeah, but
were
Natty
to-
won.
I know.
Their whole logic with this thing.
We are not happy.
Wind chimes.
It definitely seems like they're setting up Charlotte to win.
Is that what?
Really? I mean, well, no. Let's.
You forget she has eyes.
She has eyes.
I do have eyeballs.
Oh, now you've got wind chimes.
It's been 2 weeks. You
Wind
might have forgotten
chimes.
that I have eyes.
No,
Right.
we knew.
We remember.
We brought it up last week
We
too. That she
always
was back to
remember.
have eyes.
This just in. I still don't have eyes.
No eyes.
Okay, so let's talk about the next match. The Legionnaires, Sylvester Lefort and Marcus Louis versus Louis. Sorry.
It's all right. It's a French thing.
Versus El Cal and Callisto.
What's that? 2 brand new tag teams? Holy
liking it.
crap! Mind blown!
I'm liking it. And El Cal and Callisto had a really good. It seemed like they worked well together.
I think both teams did.
Great.
Yeah, well, both
Absolutely.
teams did, but especially, I mean, Callisto.
You know, Callisto's
Whoa.
magical.
Whoa, that's not even possible. Did they do CGI or something? Because, like, what was the
Hey, it
move
is
that he
Full
did
Sail.
where he just, like,
No
bounced
hand-
off the
no
rope?
handspring.
No handspring.
Yes.
Look, Mom, no hands.
Just insane. And I'm so happy to see Locale on
No, me
any
too.
sort of WWE television. For those who don't know, I trained with him before he went to WWE. So I know him very well. He has got some of the best moves that no one has ever seen. Now he actually gets a chance to show them off.
He's gotten to leave the bucket behind and...
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what's next? Tag Team Gold in their future?
I mean,
Perhaps.
now we don't know. Now we got 3 teams vying for the NXT Tag Team Championships.
I wouldn't mind
Four.
seeing
I mean, if
a
you're
couple more.
counting Ascension, that's 4
Yeah,
now.
well, I mean, they're not vying.
Well, they're holding. That still counts.
Yeah. Were there any other highlights from this match that you guys thought stood out?
It's great that we're seeing another French tag team because we haven't seen one in a long time because they're usually just yeah they're
We.
that's
Oui.
that's gonna be another thing because we've got Alberto on the main roster with the C so now we'll get we because we've gotten that from LaFleur before, or the crowd has given that to LaFleur previously, so we get to hear more of that, and it was a lot of tag team wrestling, like actual tag team.
What do you guys think of Marcus Louis?
He looks like the tough guy compared to LaFleur's finesse guy.
What are you saying?
What?
He's got the size on LaFleur.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And I can't believe it. I think this is my first time ever seeing LaFleur actually
Wrestle.
actually with time and offense. He had offense. He didn't just lay down. Amazing stuff.
Yeah. Callisto's finisher was just ridiculous.
I don't know. That's the thing is I don't know if that's a finisher.
Well, it was the kick.
Yeah.
It was the kick that came after. We all went, "Holy crap! No handspring!" And
Yeah,
then he just
and then-
whopped him
But
in the face.
it's a kick though.
Yeah, but it's like the buzzsaw kick was just a kick.
No man, that was
Whatever
kick to
it
the
he
was,
stuck that.
whatever it was, they won,
Yeah.
and it was cool to watch.
I mean, Callisto got
Yes.
3 big, huge springboard splash from the tag, and then a real big
It was
ricochet
a corkscrew sit down lariat, basically, because of the way he hit him.
yeah.
Oh, pretty.
Wild
Yeah.
stuff. And he's Not a big guy, Callisto. Not a big guy.
Speaking of wild, though, Adam Rose's parties. Backstage, he's there with Captain Comic, gearing up for the next match.
Yeah.
This is what I pretty much thought it was going to be. I don't know who's under that mask. But
What
I
did you think
they
it
did a
was gonna
pretty good
be?
job.
What did
I
you
didn't
think
think it was going to be that long.
No.
No, I thought it was just going to be. I mean, this was to show Camacho's power.
Yes.
It's the only thing that it was.
It was a mugging. It was a basic just mugging.
And him with the jeans and everything, it looked very brutal.
The
Like, it didn't
Dickies
look like
and
a
the-
wrestling
yeah.
match. And then, I mean, taking the...
The big running power slam.
What?
Which
Oh, no, I was going to say taking his cape and wrapping it around
that.
his neck.
making it an
Man,
apron.
that's-
Making it
terrible.
an apron.
Obviously,
A bib.
Captain Comic
Very long
has
bib.
never seen The Incredibles. Capes are out.
No capes.
Mm-hmm.
So many heroes have died due to capes, and here's just another showing of that.
No capes.
Terrible. No capes.
What do you think of this match other than realizing that it was just going to showcase Camacho?
I mean, Camacho got a lot of mean stuff off.
He looked strong.
Yeah,
He
he
looked
looked real
powerful,
strong.
which is good.
Real big, strong drop kick to start the match off.
Absolutely.
And this aggression was clearly pointed towards Adam Rose.
Who wasn't there to support us?
He was afterwards.
Yeah, but that's
but-
weird.
He should have come out with him. He should have been, I think, ringside, or at least the rest of the Rosebud should
the
have
rest
come
of the
out to
party
support
posse
him.
was gone. Like, they weren't there.
Yeah. He shouldn't have come out alone, I don't think.
Yeah,
It seems
no, I
out
agree.
of place that he just came out by himself.
Yeah.
But then it was interesting how this match ended. It ended with a good running power
Running power
slam.
slam. Very good.
But that is not a unique finisher.
It's not, but
to
it's
Camacho.
one that I think. Wait, who else has it? The last person who had it was Harry Smith.
Right, but I mean, as a finisher, but I'm saying it's your basic middle power move. I mean, I'm trying. A whole bunch of guys have that. Ryback's got it right now. I know Mason Ryan had it for a while. Mason Ryan's no longer with us, but that's still it's a middle of
That
the
sounds
road.
bad.
Well,
Whatever. I mean, he's not with us
No, I know.
on this
He's not. Yeah.
on this show. It's your middle of the line power move.
No,
I
it's-
think he needs a finisher. That also would set him apart.
You guys were saying that Camacho needs something else. So what would
Definitely.
you guys, other than a different finisher, want to see from him?
you take the lead on this, Hobo.
Go to your roots. Those who know who he is know that he's a son of a king. One of the meanest men in wrestling history ever. You just put that on him, and that's it. That's all he needs, man. He's Tongan. He is not Mexican or anything like that. He is a Tongan animal, and that is what he should be billed as, because the man doesn't speak Spanish. So why would you bill him as being Mexican
Yeah.
if he does not speak Spanish? Actually, that's one of their rules. If you're going to be a gimmick, you have to be the gimmick, and you can't not do something that would do. Like, I know somebody that they were looking at him, and he had sort of a Hispanic gimmick, but they asked him, "Do you speak Spanish?" He said, "No, I don't." And they said, "Well, that's dumb. Why do you not do that?" They should follow their own rules. It's silly.
That is silly, but it really is. Like we saw, he does the Samoan drop, and while that's a big thing for most like strong guys to do, they mostly keep it with the Samoan guys,
Yeah.
and with the Islander guys. So, like, run with that. Like, give him Haku stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Just be an animal. That dude, man.
Because it would be more interesting because it's closer to him and he can pull himself into it a little bit more.
And I know they're trying to step away from people being, in the shadow of their fathers, second generations and all that, but I don't think we've ever...
Are they?
They were trying there for a while, but then we have people like Charlotte who are clearly, like, cut from the cloth of the people who spawned them. It's confusing. It's this sort of double talk and
Like
double
they have
standard.
the same DNA.
Right. It's pretty weird.
Well, it's like the Usos and Rikishi too.
Right.
Because the Usos do a version, they just do a running sort of butt bump in the corner, and it's like shades of their daddy, like they
Sort of, but they fight in a totally different style. Than
definitely,
their
but
father.
they still it's that thing. Where it's like, just do one thing to make them know that you're related to Rikishi.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see more of Captain Comic?
Yes, but probably not as Captain Comic.
As what?
as
don't know.
whoever his
Whoever
bill
the
name
hell's
is.
under that
I
mask.
know.
That's a big dude.
I
This
wanna
could have been
know.
a tryout for somebody, which actually is a really good thing for them. You know what? If you can go down to Florida and get yourself
And not be known.
right, and even still
be
just
recognized.
get beat up. That's an opportunity right there. And honestly, his selling was impressive. He looked good when he was getting his ass handed to him.
Whoever
so
he was.
good job on
Captain
you, and
Comic.
I hope we see you soon, Captain.
Yes.
Build from Comic-Con, Captain Comic.
He got crunched.
From San Diego.
Just leave it there.
The next women's
Know
match
what
that we
means,
had,
don't ya?
Alicia Fox versus Alexa Bliss.
Hey!
All right.
And so they talked about how Alexa is this new girl, newcomer into NXT, but she's been down there for a while. I think originally she was paired with Scott Dawson. In like this, he was this hillbilly type, and she was the girl with him.
I do
But
not
once
recall.
I don't
once
either.
he got hurt, they
There's a guy
took
I'd
her
like to
off her
see more
bed.
of, Dawson. That dude's got something.
Well, I think he's still recovering.
But we saw him.
No, we saw him a couple months
we've
ago.
seen him
Okay.
back already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless he's still recovering and they just want to
I don't
pepper
know.
in matches.
Yeah, that was like because he was with LaFour, and then that was the final. Like he did one more match with LaFour, and then it didn't work out, and then
Were you guys at SummerSlam Access this last year?
no,
No.
Kathy, we weren't.
Oh, okay.
Might have been. I didn't get tickets, but I might have been on the outside of it,
Okay.
just wandering around.
As a
Scott
Hobo
Dawson
does.
and Xavier Woods had a really good match there.
Okay.
So
Dawson's good. He's got kind of an Arn Anderson thing going on. Yeah.
Double A.
yeah. So before we get into this match, the girls both did backstage segments. Alicia talked about her haters, and Alexa says that with her, life is always bliss. They both make their entrances, and Alexa Bliss's is filled with glitter, and I loved it. What
She
do you guys
came out
think?
in a blue
in
and
a
white
tutu, and then she just ripped it off.
Yep. There was something underneath. Don't get excited. There was something under.
People are queuing in WWE Network right now. Free trial? No, I'll pay for it. But I found it was very funny. Both you and Renee said, I love her in the exact same way. Like
She's a
5
fairy.
seconds
I
apart.
do love
love
her. I just loved it. I was not expecting this because I think I didn't really see her with Scott Dawson, but it was just, they did live shows together and stuff. So seeing this is a complete departure from that idea of what she was. So I mean, glitter, girl's best friend. Come
See,
on.
what's great is when she turns heel, she can use that as a foreign object.
Yeah.
Glitter to the eye.
Glitter in the eyes.
They'll never get that out.
No.
Just ask men at the strip
That's how.
club. Can't
Is
get
that how
stuff
you don't
off
have
anything.
eyeballs?
Yes,
You got glitter in them?
That is why. I've once fought Alexa Bliss in the forest. Shouldn't have done it. It was on her own
It
turf.
was in the
You guys
forest.
were-
It could have been anybody.
You guys were equating her to Tinkerbell.
Not us.
No,
It was
it was-
Renee Young.
yeah, it was Renee.
Renee Young
We were
said
just
she's
repeating.
Tinkerbell.
Yes. So if you clap 3 times, she comes back.
Dug her blue hair or her blue tips.
Blue tips.
Mm-hmm.
Tips.
Blue
Tips.
ombre.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm ignoring him.
Tips.
What do you guys think of the match? How do you think she and Alicia did?
It was fun. There's a lot of real mean. Well, there's a couple of mean things. Alicia Fox. It seems like she does it once a match. She does that beautiful Northern Light suplex that she's just
And she is
points the toes
on her toes. I mean, like a dancer is on their toes, she is on hers.
Yeah.
She's got
Beautiful.
legs.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and she does moves that
The
make sure to show
backbreaker,
them
Tilt a
off.
World
Yeah.
backbreaker. She is one of the probably the only woman I think who does that, and on a regular basis. She's sort
yeah.
of taking it as her own.
That's one of her things that she does.
Mm-hmm.
But also Alexa's backhand spring like knee crusher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like, whoa.
that's ow.
Yeah.
Just ow.
It almost looked like it was supposed to be a stomp, and she
don't
like
think it was a
just
stomp.
missed her, and then she brought down the knees on the ribs.
No, I think that was supposed to happen.
I mean, it looked good. Either way, it was impactful.
Yeah. Alexa ends up winning. Very surprised afterwards, or she was, not us, but she was very surprised
I
afterwards.
was pleasantly surprised.
You were?
I sort of didn't see her coming out with the win on this one.
Yeah.
Because the winner faces Charlotte, and Charlotte's kind of on her way to the top. And what a great way to let somebody debut is feed them to somebody that they're just going to automatically lose
But
to.
if you lose
Right.
to the champion, then
Well, she's not the champion.
I know, but
She gets taken down.
She pinned the champ. She does have that.
Yes.
She pinned
Former
the
champ.
Just
at the time was though.
barely.
I know.
But the small package that Alexa used was crazy. We thought she was going for a tornado DDT, but she kept spinning and ended up just on her
Spinning
feet.
right into it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Snapped her right into it. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's like a weird low impact power slam.
Kind of. I mean, you could if you just got the right amount of
Gumption.
snap on it. You could bring him over for that.
I like gumption better.
Gumption.
Yeah.
Gumption. Bubba Gumption. Do you
Bubba
want
Gumption.
some shrimp?
go.
Shrimpy? That's your new
free.
nickname
Let's
now.
go. You can walk.
Gumbo.
That's what the S stands for, right? And Smark, it's Shrimpy.
Yeah.
Shrimpy Donica.
Anyways, backstage, Devin Taylor interviews Adrian Neville. They talk about the battle royale that is going to happen later this evening. And Neville says, whoever wins tonight, they've earned my respect. How political.
Really, though? I mean, if somebody won through some kind of nasty, underhanded way, would you really
We
give
could
it
spin it.
respect to that?
We could spin it.
Yeah.
I said
He'd
I would
say-
respect the person who would win, but not you. It had
Yeah.
to be you.
You sound like a beetle.
Do you think he
Had to
could
be
respect
you.
3 guys? Because that's what happened.
Why you're bearing the lead?
You gotta share your love like that.
Anyways,
Only one at a time.
Well, I mean,
bat-
the winner.
the battle royale.
It
Get
happened.
started. Yeah.
Right.
Zayn and Bo both got their
And
own
Mojo.
entrances, and Mojo. Pretty much everyone else was in the ring already. We didn't know that Tyler Breeze was in the building, but
No,
apparently
they
he
didn't
was
say
there.
He didn't get an entrance.
I know.
Uproar.
Who else was there? Oliver Gray was there.
Mason Ryan.
Tyson Kidd.
Danny Burch.
so. Paul Dempsey,
Yeah.
Jason Jordan.
Yeah.
There's a lot, and
Callisto and the
Locale,
Locale.
Mm-hmm.
as well as the Legionnaires. Louis and the Four were both in there.
Terrible disease.
But just a cluster at the beginning. And slowly the numbers dwindled down. First guy out was Oliver Gray, unfortunately. Last 3 in the ring, Tyson Kidd, Tyler Breeze, and Sami Zayn. I personally loved watching Sami Zayn and Tyler Breeze go at it. They had a moment where it was just them two working together great. Would love to see a feud between them. But there was the final moment, Tyson Kidd and Zayn both hanging on for dear life on those ropes. Tyler Breeze trying to knock them off. I believe Tyson Kidd wrapped his legs around Breeze's neck, gets him over the top ropes. All 3 guys end up falling off the ropes and are eliminated at the same time. Chaos ensues. They're all yelling at the refs. Triple H comes out and tells everyone that we're going to have a triple threat match.
Well, he asked the fans, "What do you think we should do?"
Because
And
it's democracy.
They smelled blood in the
But-
water, these fans. They saw the writing on the wall.
I
In
think
honor
if
of Johnny, I have to say, we're gonna have a triple threat match.
Yes.
it's
so,
like he's here.
had the fans not asked for a triple threat match, I think that Triple H still would have done the triple threat match because that is what's best for
I
business.
don't know.
Really?
I mean, what's best for
of
business
course.
is kind of like
Keeping the fans happy?
I mean, it's also something that varies with opinion. Everybody's got an opinion
True.
on what's best for business, and generally, Hunter's opinion is bringing some buddies of mine and let's wrestle. So we could have seen Billy Gunn taking on a couple of these guys for the title. Who
You know
knows?
that Billy Gunn gave Tyler Breeze his stamp of approval
Oh, did
because
he?
it reminds him of a younger version of himself.
Oh, it's very good. It's very good.
Yes.
That ass stamp.
That ass.
Stamp because his name is Billy.
Are you excited to see the triple threat match?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so.
This should actually be very exciting. I can't remember the last time we actually had a triple threat match in NXT.
I would like.
Oh, wow.
I hope that it goes like a half hour. Personally, I think that they can do it.
Yeah.
It's I could see it going 20 minutes.
Easily
20 minutes. You
It'd be a good main event.
change that out, yeah.
Yeah.
You have a couple of veterans and the pretty boy, the
And
gorgeous
all,
one.
and all the guys are roughly the same size. You can really sort of each one of them has a go with the other, and it can actually be pretty quality stuff here. It might actually be pretty fun.
I'm excited for this. Were there any other spots in the Battle Royale that you thought stood out?
Yes. The fact that Mason Ryan gorilla press slammed Aiden English to the outside looked like that might have been a place that they were going, and that's it. But also that Jason Jordan eliminated Mojo Rawley because it's from like an all collegiate athlete eliminated the NFL athlete.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, ooh.
And sort of a personal tint to it, at least from the outside it looked. And I was happy to see Callisto and Locale working as a team in this Battle Royale. That is what you want to see, is consistency with your tag teams. If both members of a tag team are in a Battle Royale, they should be working together to eliminate other people.
And they mentioned that on commentary as well, I think, during this match, that the guys who were in the Battle Royale were trying to eliminate, I believe it was LL Cal at the time, so that they could all
Break up
have
the
a fair
dynamic.
chance.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Well.
Oh, and Bull Dempsey. I also have Bull Dempsey in my notes just because he was there and good for him. Same thing.
Thanks, Bull!
No, seriously.
He followed us on Twitter. It's pretty freaking transparent. So there you go.
But the Bull Dempseys and the Baron Corbin and the couple
They're
of guys.
getting their time.
Yeah.
That's why I
getting something out
appreciate
there.
the, although I don't think I would want one every week, but the Battle Royales and the Lumberjack matches and things like that, where you do get to see the talent which you might not necessarily see.
It gives you a glimpse at what's coming down the line. And I do like that.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see both of those talents in a match where they get to show who they are again and get the win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
A lot of that.
So I think that wraps up tonight's after show. But we would love to continue the conversation. Until next week, where can they find you guys?
You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/soapboxmark, on Facebook at SoapboxCarTV, on YouTube at SoapboxCarTV, and I am just wanted to remind everybody that I am the current predictions champion here at AfterBuzz, and soon I will be the current Pixel Pro Wrestling champion.
He gets things right.
I did.
Yeah. Guessing's a really good thing to have, but as far
You have
as
to have a stronger mind.
actually winning
Have a
things,
stronger mind.
Yeah, mind. I am the winner and current PPW champion. You can find me.
I guess his mic stopped working.
Please don't. Is this on?
It's on.
Oh, okay, all right. I was just wanting to massage it. On Twitter at TrueHobo, ProWrestlingTees.com/Hobo. Get a shirt. Do it.
Do it. I am not a champion, but you can find me on Twitter at Cathy Kelley. You can find all of us here on Twitter at AfterBuzzTV. Thank you, Mark, for making me feel better.
She's a champion.
Thank you, Hobo, for voicing your opinion.
It's a
You
talent.
don't have to thank me for that. I'm pretty loud.
Thank you, Steven, for running the ones and twos. Thank you all for tuning in. We will catch you again next week right here on AfterBuzz TV.
Love you, mama.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.